past Arlington, a tiny small town. We'll still keep going east. A lot of mountains, woods, so pretty view with all countryside, scenic drive. This is the road go into the Mountain Baker. We are in this area, National Forest and the National Park area around here.
Yeah, their rain groups are so.
Bien. Okay.
Thank you.
Coffee.
Isn't that cute?
Yes.
I'll be out there for Saturday, but I don't think I'll
Oh,
do the camp.
okay.
Ah.
Yeah, but it has no shelter, so, you know, I just have to pick and choose, and hopefully we'll have good weather. We usually do, but one never knows how it goes. But they have water and lovely picnic tables. It's a little tight for parking, but it's a lovely spot and good for Morels.
Now we're heading to Darrington. That's his car, right?
Which one?
This one.
The gas station.
Yeah, I don't know. In case you fell in a river. And then, you know, a lot of people like these things.
We've never done spring and fall.
You have a radio or you need one? Okay.
I don't have a radio. We don't
You-
have anything.
You don't have one.
No.
So
Mine
this-
says
like Gaia or any geo tracking things?
我们现在出发了，进入丛林地带。
Well, what?
一声哨，报告你在哪儿。两声哨，
Hope we don't hear that.
Oh shoot.
And then definitely
找到了蘑菇。
immediately.
三声哨是 emergency， 紧急情况。
很危险。Lichens are a fungus in a mutualistic relationship with an algae. So they're farming a crop to make their living. Pretty.
And there's actually a lichen which, you know, all lichens are fungus plus some plant or bacteria kind of thing.
Yeah, one or two.
But
yeah.
one of the fungus that can be in that partnership is this particular kind, which is a basidiomycote, not a. Often that's of like an ascomycote type, and it'll have its spores.
Lichen omphalina.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I found like a ton of these mushrooms, which look like regular mushrooms, but they're actually a lichen. And so that's actually growing out of all that green algae that's all over the. That's being farmed by the mushroom, and that energy is producing the fruit.
Crazy. For spore dispersal. What? For spore dispersal. So it can move around because, you know, these things don't get up and run, or they get blown here. Because in this method of reproduction, just spreading out, there is no diversity. They're monoclonal, It's Polyporus badius. And so if you look on the underneath there, that's the spore-bearing surface. And these things, when they're young, this stipe is almost black. And it's a beautiful little mushroom. Really, really woody and hangs out for a long time. This thing probably fruited in the fall.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did
I mean,
you find
feel
this?
it, it's just
What
kind
was
of
it growing
banging.
out of?
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah.
I think
Super woody.
it looked like I think it was a log.
Yeah,
growing on the log.
usually they're growing right off of wood.
on the wood.
Very cool.
I don't like the way that looks.
It has spore dispersal by raindrops.
像个鸟窝，
He's fun because he's
看看里边有没有鸟蛋。
We found
Shinzai male. They all left.
Jill said if 如果那雨滴在上面，那个水花会从里边喷出来，特别漂亮。
对啊。
Pseudo
means false fur.
这就是红松树的树果。
Every different habitat is going to have a different group of mushrooms, and every elevation is going to have a different group of mushrooms, and every solar orientation is going to have a different group of mushrooms. So what we're fighting right now is cold temperatures. And so pretty much all the soil temperatures are way below what they should be for this time of year.
Yeah.
So what's the name of this?
Trillium.
A trillium. Oh. And
being in burn, like
turkey tail.
land areas. And obviously it's a different species, but like is the importuna
the fresh one
kind that likes alders and maples and stuff down there?
No.
Third different one.
Well, there's a couple dozen
Nice.
different species of Morels.
It's fresh.
Beautiful. Yeah, you can kind of feel it's young.
Yeah, I can see it's fresh now.
Yeah.
Now that it's up close. But this white underside is the telltale.
Right.
White
Polypore.
polypore with these contrast. There's actually not as much contrast in these rings.
Yeah,
as
but
there
it's
usually
zonate.
is. But
Zonate,
yeah. But usually it's like a dark band and a light band and a dark band. It's very
and
contrasted.
usually a lot more color than that,
Yeah.
too.
So
Anaderma oregonense.
Okay.
And
Pretty
beautiful
one.
specimen.
It is.
very pretty.
Probably on the punky side.
Yeah, it's probably gross.
Yeah.
I don't really like rice anyway, but
So you would eat it?
tea.
Tea, medicinal,
I'd cut them in slices on a bandsaw.
little bit rotted.
You know, put them in soups and make tea.
That's way easier than you doing it with
Flavor
flavor.
to the
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bandsaw. I just go.
What do they taste?
Yeah.
Too, I never considered that.
Yeah.
We slice them, dried it,
Yeah.
then make ground to the powder.
Yep.
Make a tea.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like
I'll
them very
soak
much,
the extracted in the
but
vodka.
ask him.
Ooh, that's
I've
good
heard
for
people
me.
doing that
It's
before.
better in shochu.
Shoju. Yeah. You're right.
What does reishi taste like?
Oh, really?
So
The
why
powder?
does that happen like all at once?
Air pressure. It says, I sense the winds blowing, so now's the time to,
So it's actually releasing them all at once.
yeah.
Oh my
in,
gosh.
in an
可以看见了吗？
ascomite tube,
那粉末不出来。
eight spores,
Right.
a bunch of, you know,
Ah.
Katusha rockets going.
So actually the powder stays in the cap.
No, it's because the wind's blowing.
Yeah. Then they
Then
come
he
out.
goes, okay, we can go next door now.
Ah.
So on the wind current.
Oh, I
But
see.
before that happens, it's in the it's staying in the cap.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's in the tubes.
Yeah.
Oh, in the tube.
Yeah, there's little tubes called asci,
Uh-huh.
and each one has 8 spores.
Where is the tube?
Down.
No more.
Straight down.
But on a
So,
microscopic level.
Yeah.
Oh.
in through there.
Interesting.
Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see this.
Wait. Yeah, we just
There's a
found
few up here too,
a
small
file.
ones, old ones, but
There's one right here.
Watch very carefully here. You will see when the wind blows, spores flies out like a smoke comes out from that nest. 大家注意，蘑菇的孢子会从这个雀巢一样的小窝里头飞出来，只有仔细看才能看到。
Oh, it did it.
Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
It's a little puff of smoke.
There's a video now, so.
Second one.
I hear it. I didn't see it.
Well, take my word for it.
It did pop.
it's just a tiny little
Yes.
poof.
Do you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Go and keep the
Oh,
sound.
that's a reflect.
I had to wear that yellow jacket.
the mushroom flavor? Come on. No! Something gross is probably here. Yep. Yeah. No, alright, bath time. Why? Oh, why?
You go, girl.
Oops.
Rub it up.
She needs a massage.
It seems soft. Okay, come on, let's go.
It's coming. I love you, Daddy.
I'll show you. It's cool. These are really well, it's only on half of it. Take your fingernail and scratch it.
Okay.
So that'll be permanent. It will darken a little bit. It'll be permanent. So you can draw on it.
They got it, but they got it from here.
Okay, fair. Here's the deal on, this is the only specimen that's good that I've seen of this. The others are years old and decomposing, but this is also, they get very large. They have indeterminate growth. Now here's the deal on the artist cone. Number one,
My wife cooked them.
whenever you find them in the woods, like I used to when our kids were raised, I'd sit down and carefully knock them off so you don't manhandle. You did a beautiful job. You got it off. Usually they're fingerprints where somebody grabbed it or something, knocked it off. But you did a good job.
Yeah, I noticed.
When I'm looking at my
Right, just a tiny bit there. Now, okay, you have to do two things on this, and that is, it doesn't matter the order. You need to put it in a food dehydrator for a couple of weeks, at least 110 degrees for a couple of weeks, or either a food or a mushroom dryer, and dry the heck out of it. You're not done yet because there's still larvae in there, bark beetle larvae on the inside. Then take it out, put it in a plastic bag, and put it in a freezer for a month. That will keep, there have been many circumstances in the last 50 years where,
Wow, that's the pretty. The
We're
outside.
leaving the mushroom field.
Yeah, we're leaving and go back home. The whole day mushroom field, and we find some of the mushrooms. You can see I will post all the mushroom right now in the West Washington, and a little bit early but still fun. And see you next time, the mushroom hunting and fishing.